Alright, so for this fall Halloween season costume making, we're going to be doing Gravity Fall themed for our whole entire family. So I've got it all planned out. My daughter pointed this sweater out. This is Mabel from Gravity Falls, and she's like, I want that sweater. So I'm going to try and make it. Looks like it's just watermelon, simple, dark green, light green, red with black spots. So here we go, let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start with a chain stitch, and I just created a long chain stitch and wrapped it around my daughter's waist, and then of course chained a bunch more so that it would be kind of a baggier sweater. And then you're going to attach the ends together and start double crocheting. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of double crochet, and then you're going to attach this lighter green and make a smaller row. I'm thinking maybe not 7, but like either 4 or 5 double crochet row out of this green. Then we're going to do some red. And then I'll show you how I'm doing the seeds for the watermelon. So when adding another color, you're just going to loop it in and then create a long tail for both colors. And every time you do a stitch, you want to make sure those strands, those extra strands, are looped into each double crochet. So 21 rows of red, and about, let's see, 2/3 up, I started shortening the stitch. So I'd skip a stitch and then do like 10 and then skip another stitch so that you'd get this bowing effect. So it's going to be gathered at the bottom and then round, and then this is where the armpits are or whatever. So we're going to stop there, and then we're going to start working on one side of this sweater and crochet just one side, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then turn it over and do the same back and forth, back and forth, back and forth till we get up to the neck area. Okay. Okay, so I can show you what I'm done. Crocheted the front part, so it comes up, and then I do 2 sides, boop, 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 the kind of the deep neck area, and then tie it off right here. See how it's got knots right here, and then on the back I don't repeat, I just go all the way straight up. So I put this on my little girl and it fits perfectly, and so now what I'm going to do is crochet the top shoulder parts together. So crochet this together and crochet this together. Boop. Then the next thing I'll be doing is crocheting the neck part, the part that rolls and is poofy, the collar kind of part. So let me show you how I'm going to connect these two. So I'm just going to do a single crochet across the whole thing. Single crochet, single crochet, single. Okay, so that's one shoulder sleeve together, and what you could do is you want to keep these long strands so it doesn't come unraveled or anything, but you don't want them hanging out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double crochet the back neck area and just start on the collar. So all the way across, and I've tucked in the extra string every time I do a stitch. Make sure that it's in between, like so. And I'm going to go all the way across and then attach this part. Boop. Okay, so for the collar section, we're going to have to do a lot of double crochet, but kind of like a shell effect where a lot of double crochet stitches are in one hole to make that kind of ruffly look. So far I've put 2 in here, 1 and then 2, and it's just gonna be, I'm just gonna try and make it as fluffy and as round as possible. So we just double crocheting, and like this hole right here, this hole is probably gonna have 3 double crochet stitches in it. And actually I gotta pick up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. To create that, see how it's creating this round? It's already trying to curl on itself. So I'm just gonna do rows and rows and rows, probably 6 or 7 rows, and just kind of how many crochet or how many stitches I want to add, and when I need to stop adding more stitches, more crochet, double crochet things. So okay, so as you can see, what I did right here with the collar is I did double crochet and a bunch of them to kind of create the round effect. And I think what I'm going to do is, if I have red left over, I'm going to make another collar. I'm going to make another collar that's larger, so it's poofier. It seems like this collar is not poofy enough. So then there's this sleeve that I also worked on, just testing it out, and then I'll videotape the next sleeve. But it's about 18 rows of double crochet of red, and then 4 of the light green, and about 6 of the dark green. So let me show you that. Okay, and then when you're adding the sleeves, I kind of add extra stitches just so that the shoulder has enough room to fit into those sleeves. And then just repeat the process of adding an extra color, making sure there's long strands so that you can stitch those in, and there's no chance of it unraveling on you because you have a bunch of long strands stitched in to the double crochet. Now the seeds are really easy and really fast to make. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 3 stitches and then turn back into the first chain stitch and do double crochet into that first chain stitch, about 10, and then do a single crochet stitch attaching those chain stitches together to create a little perfect circle. You're going to repeat this process. I made in total about 40 circles for this sweater. Alright, so now we just need to attach all the seeds to this watermelon sweater. So we're just going to take this and use all the extra string attached to these seeds and just sew it into place where I think they will go. Kind of squash them into like an oval seed shape. That's what I'm planning on. And then stitch. So, ta-da! So I've made about 30 of these dots, and I might need a couple more for the back. So the last part is I added just a little bit of elastic to the ends of the sleeves. I just turned over the edge and hand stitched the edge closed and fed some elastic through that. This just creates kind of the bubble looking effect over the arms. And you can just hold do this at the bottom, but I'm just going to leave it open so it's nice and easy to get on and off the sweater. And that is how I made Mabel's sweater. Hey, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to be doing a whole lot more Halloween costume making tutorials and stuff, so stay tuned.